Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Pen Decker of Kung Tech Fu doing crypto kung fu with you all day long. We are here to give you an education in crypto on how to earn either passive income and or to catapult yourself into financial independence. And in order to do that, we must gain some skills and know how to navigate our way around the blockchains in order to do so. Nothing that we say here is financial advice. It is strictly for educational purposes only. So you know what time it is. When you see the sword of the pen deck of my financial warriors, it is time to get busy. It is time to utilize the principle of compound interest to catapult ourselves into financial independence. Now, the last time I made a video, of course, it was on the Sonic blockchain for all of you that were here. And since then, we have learned a lot of new things. There are several protocols that are sort of very important and time sensitive, and we will be revisiting those in the next video. So make sure you go back to make sure you come for the next video, because, like I said, not only are they foundationally important, but several of them are also time sensitive. Okay. And also, we're here to talk today about AI, ladies and gentlemen. And AI, of course, being one of the largest narratives in all of crypto, because that's what it's all about. But no one understands it's not just about coming here and trying to get some money. You have to kind of have the mindset of a chess player, because the novice will get on the chessboard and the first thing they want to do is attack. But any cultivated or seasoned person that plays chess knows that attack is the last thing you do, not the first. So what we want to do is we want to come in here and we want to build a foundation, and also we want to have the right mentality. And of course, the mentality is to have the mentality of the investor, because we don't lean towards trading here, because trading is ultimately gambling. And essentially what we are here to try and show people is, why gamble in the casino when you can own the casino? And that is the investor, ladies and gentlemen. So you see, our mindset is very different as investors that utilize things like yield farming and things of that nature. So you see it many times on YouTube, where people are talking about getting a 10x, 20x, 30x, 50x, so that they can sell their coins and essentially dump on other people's heads. Okay, we're not here to do that. We are here to buy tokens so that we can earn yield on them and not have to sell them. So therefore, we can live any lifestyle we want off of the dividends, ladies and gentlemen. That is the mind of the investor. So in essence, when a trader sees red candles, they panic and they sell. When an investor sees red candles, he gets happy and he buys more, because there's a chance for him to expand his liquidity base so that he can get a higher, well, not a higher APR, but get a greater multiplying flip on his APR, which is a long-term strategy. In other words, you don't sell your cows so that you can buy some milk, ladies and gentlemen. But before we get underway, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a look at your foundational tools that you're going to need. Just like a carpenter that goes to a construction site to build a house, you too must see yourself that way. And there are certain tools that you're going to need, like Uphold Exchange, ladies and gentlemen. And the referral links for these will all be down in the description, because these are foundational tools that you're going to need on top of providing liquidity and doing all the things that you're going to do. So Uphold is a wonderful exchange. And usually I don't advocate, holding crypto on exchanges, but Uphold is a little different. And as a matter of fact, Uphold can even be used as a bank, because in a bank, when you give your money to a bank, they lend your money out. That's no secret. We all know that. That's how they make their money. But with Uphold, not only can you utilize it as a full-blown crypto exchange, but you can also use it in a bank-like fashion. But the key difference here is, when you place stable coins or crypto into Uphold, they do not lend your money out. It's there. So if you have 50,000, 60,000 there, they never loan it out. And anytime you want to go and withdraw it, you certainly can. You can also attach your bank accounts, your debit cards, and you can use it as a central nexus to move accounts and money around the way you see fit, ladies and gentlemen. And I should know because I do it all the time. Next up on the list, of course, is Spritz Finance. After you keep making dividends or taking profit on your yield farming protocols, you can actually use that. You can actually use your crypto to pay your bills, ladies and gentlemen. Because as we start to onboard people from the fiat world into crypto, one of the gripes with people, they says, well, I can't use it in real life and or the fiat world, And actually you can, because you can always off ramp back into fiat. But in this case, with things like Spritz Finance, you don't have to, because you can actually use your crypto to pay your bills and or your utilities where it applies. And then, of course, we have Ultimo Pay, ladies and gentlemen. Ultimo Pay gives you the ability to access the world with your Ultimo Pay offshore account, ladies and gentlemen. So, in essence, when you make dividends and or profits in your crypto, when you take profit, what you can do if you really did want to off ramp back into the back into the fiat world, what you can do is you can actually send your crypto over to the Ultimo platform, off ramp it back into fiat, and with the Ultimo card, you can actually you can shop online, or if you needed physical cash, you can go to the ATM machine where I believe it has a limit of up to $20,000 a day in cash, ladies and gentlemen. And then, of course, we have one of my super favorite money systems known as KINESIS Money, because money should be rewarding, it should be stable, it should be transparent, and it just simply should be better, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, we want it to be fair. So with KINESIS Money, not only is it a crypto platform, if you will, but the focus is to have or to obtain tokenized gold and silver as money, ladies and gentlemen. So you can essentially place yourself back on the gold standard. There are 5 ways to earn yield on the Kinesis money system, where they essentially basically pay you in order to hold your tokenized gold and silver for you with actual ownership, as it is also redeemable, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I said redeemable, meaning that if you wanted to take a portion or all of your tokenized gold or silver and have it physically sent to your house, it will be done, ladies and gentlemen. And they also give you your own financial advisor that calls you, or you can call them, and you can talk about all of your goals concerning your gold and your silver. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. The referral links for all of those things I just mentioned will be down in the description below, ladies and gentlemen. But we are here to talk about AI today, ladies and gentlemen. And a lot of times, AI is a buzzword because people react to buzzwords. And with certain buzzwords, you can make money with those buzzwords. Just think of back in the early 80s with all of the ninja movies. All they had to do is mention the word ninja and people would go and see the movie simply because it had the word ninja in it. But now, the same thing is being done with certain buzzwords in traditional finance. And as traditional finance moves into crypto, we're starting to see the same tactics apply. So yes, it can be used as a buzzword, for projects that are lacking or they're trying to seem like they're more than they actually are. But there are, for the most part, AI is actually an authentic, very important, topic, and we can indeed not only get into AI, but we can also earn passive income utilizing different AI protocols, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to take a look at a couple of features here where, where should we be looking concerning AI projects, ladies and gentlemen. And the first one on the list we're going to look at is basically one called virtuals, ladies and gentlemen. Now, and of course, I spelled it wrong. Let's see here, virtuals. And this is the protocol over here. We're not going to jump back and forth to different websites here. I'm just going to give you a brief overview because I want to key in on one in particular and simply focus on that. But if you want to look at authentic protocols where you can make passive income and join the authentic AI revolution, you will find it in things like virtuals. Now, virtuals, of course, is on several blockchains, but it is primarily being used on the base chain and the Solana chain. And it started out with the Solana chain there, but you also have it here on Ethereum. But most of it's going to take place on Solana. But regardless of what blockchain you choose, you can see here that tells you where you can buy the virtuals protocol, what is the daily trading volume, and this is kind of why you want to go to things like CoinGecko and CoinMarket, you know, um, CoinMarketCap and all of this stuff like that, because they're going to give you the information that you need to do your technical analysis and your research so that you can find out what's happening, when it's happening, and if you should get in on it. Now, of course, there's 18 million things happening in crypto at all times. So the thing is not to try and get into everything and chase it. The thing is to try and see where things are sustainable and those protocols that have a future, and virtuals is one of them, ladies and gentlemen. So if we go here and we look at about, as you can see, you get a little information on it, and then it tells you down here. You even have things such as, if you go to read more, it even has things like how to add virtuals protocol to MetaMask, so it gives you all of the insight you need in order to be a part of the protocol, ladies and gentlemen. So when you come here, you're gonna be involved with what they call AI agents. And of course, these AI agents actually do things. You can interact with them, you can talk with them, and there's a whole host of things that they can do, and some of them are hotter, if you will, than others in terms of utilizing passive income. But as you research the project, you will find which ones you like and which ones that you want to jam with, and you will go ahead and you will do so, and you will be a part of that project. Next up on the list, of course, is Render, ladies and gentlemen. Render is huge. Render, of course, is attached to Apple, Nvidia, and they definitely are sustainable and have a future. So, also, Render is on 3 different blockchains. It is on Solana, it is on Polygon, and of course, it is also on Ethereum. But of course, I would advocate that you use Solana or Polygon, because Solana is a layer 1 blockchain that is very useful, but you can also use Polygon. And most people mistake Polygon for a layer 2. Polygon is not. I repeat, it is not a layer 2. It behaves like a layer 2, but in fact, it is actually what you might call a side chain, but it is not a layer 2. I hear many people continue to call Polygon a layer 2. And just FYI, just keep that in the back of your mind when you hear people say, oh, Polygon is a layer 2. No, it is not a layer 2. Okay? But it is as sophisticated and it functions like a layer 2, but it in and of itself is not. But Render is a very wonderful coin to get into. It's not really a platform, if you will. It's more of it's a network foundation. And you can see it right here where it says that, the Render Network is a leading decentralized GPU's compute platform. And compute, of course, is the future because all of this technology is going to have the gas and or the power to drive these technological advances. And that, of course, is what is known as compute. But it's for applications ranging from 3D rendering to machine learning, generative AI, so on and so forth. You get the idea, ladies and gentlemen. And one more that we want to take a look at, of course, is the swarm node AI. And if we go here, this is a huge one here. And I believe this is the project that I am actually in, ladies and gentlemen. Nope, this is not the one that I'm in. This one is on Solana, the one that we're into. Let me just zap you over there real quick so you can take a look at what's going on here. But this is an AI agent platform. It is a user-owned AI truth seeker revolution. And as you can see, we're over here and we're generating coins, and it has a vesting period, for a while. And, there's a lot of things that you can do with this. So we're just coming back here, going back to the CoinGecko. And that is the Swarm protocol. And of course, we have the ELISA platform as well. And let's just take a look at ELISA over here. We're just going over here, and instead of trying to explain it through the coin itself, because it actually has a couple of coins. This one here is actually the DAO. All right. And let's just take a quick look. If we can just go back to the landing page here, you will see this is the ELISA OS AI, and they actually have several things going on here. They got a DAO, which stands for a decentralized autonomous organization. They've got the partners over here. They got the framework over here. They've got my ELISA over here. So you can see it's a very well thought out platform here. If you want to do a little passive income, you can go over here to autonomous investing by the AI agents. And you can actually go over here, and if you click into become a partner, it'll actually take you into the protocol where the DAO is. And when you're going over there, you see that my wallet is actually already connected, and it'll come up and it'll actually manage this position for you. And this fund expires on, as you can see, October 24th of 2025. So you should be well versed in liquidity providing, because when you provide liquidity, you're actually going to get this token over here, AI16Z pool token, and that's what's going to happen. So if you go over here into manage and you take a quick look, you'll actually see the liquidity providing position where you have AI16Z on the top, and then of course you have Solana on the bottom. And once you merge those two together, you will actually get this token of this LP token, of course, which means liquidity provision. So you guys should actually be educating yourself on how to provide liquidity, because there's several ways to do it. Staking itself is providing liquidity where you utilize one token, but liquidity provision in a version 2 would be where you take two tokens and you put them together, and of course you start earning passive income off of the APR or the APY. And then of course you have a version 3, which is what they call concentrated liquidity, where you actually start to ascertain where the parameters are, and you set, you try to look at the lowest low and the highest high, and as it moves up and down within those parameters, you will be earning fees from the platform because you are actually providing the liquidity for everybody that's buying, selling, trading, doing leverage, and all of that stuff. So essentially, you are the bank, and you are providing the money for all of the people's activities on that platform. Okay, so that's what that is. And there's a couple more here we can mention. And as a matter of fact, I want to bring back to light one that we haven't talked about in some time, ladies and gentlemen. And it's pretty important. And the reason why it's pretty important is because they are building an actual facility over in Europe. And this one, of course, is called AI Tech. A lot of people don't pay a lot of attention to AI Tech because it's not on the usual blockchains like Ethereum and Solana and all of this stuff, but because it's on the Binance Smart Chain. But this is indeed a great project, ladies and gentlemen. I have been in this project for quite some time, and my stake in the platform will actually be up this month, in March, because by the time you see this video, it should be March. Right now, I'm doing this on the 28th, but it'll probably post on the 1st. You may see it before the 1st, but yeah, my stake will actually be up in March, where I may restake. I don't know. We're going to see how things go. But this is Solidus, and they have built an eco-friendly, high-performance computing data center spanning 8,000 square feet in Europe. AI Tech is the world's first deflationary AI structured utility token, facilitating access to the artificial intelligence GPU marketplace and Launchpad. Now you can go and you can read this on your own if you like, ladies and gentlemen. But you see, with crypto, there are many things that you can do, because if you get this token, not only can you stake it on the platform, but let me just show you something very quickly. If we were to go on to PancakeSwap, which is another DEX, PancakeSwap Finance, there's a myriad of liquidity providing positions that you could do over here, and this is the trade, and this is the earn page right here. And if we go to earn, you have farm liquidity. You've got staking, where you can stake the native token of this platform, of course, which is Cake for PancakeSwap, and you can stake your cake or whatever. But liquidity providing, if we go here, you can see some already, pre organized liquidity providing positions, and based upon your research and based upon the platforms that you like and those things that you think are going to do well, whether they're AI agents, whether they're meme coins, whatever you like, you can actually go here and you can actually provide liquidity for these positions. Now, if I was to go here and if I was just to paste that contract address in there for AI Tech, it should come up actually, and it doesn't seem to be at this moment. So let's just write it in and see if it'll come up. Here we are, AI Tech right there. And we just click on that. And you see there's already a liquidity providing position here on V3, of course, which will be a concentrated liquidity pool. And you can actually go into this and you can actually provide liquidity and you can earn yield on this position. So this is just to give you an idea for all of you people who are newer to crypto of the many things you can do, because in crypto, it's your thing. You can do what you want to do, and just have fun with this. So now let's go to one of the reasons or the focal point of why we're here. But before we do, I just wanted to bring your attention to one last tool that you may want, because it will indeed become handy in the future, because there will be certain protocols because of your geographic location. You may not be allowed to take advantage of that opportunity, because different places in different countries have their own rules. And based upon the rules of that country, they may not want you to have access to certain things, but this is one way that you can actually do a workaround. And this is having a Palau ID. It's ID verification for check-in, boarding, rental, KYC, and all of that. So utilizing this Palau ID, it will get you into a lot. It will get you onto and into a lot of crypto platforms that you may not be able to get into. So this is something that you might want to look at, and the description for this will be down below. And then, of course, if you want to take a look at what's going on with the Department of Government Efficiency, this is actually the website here, and you can go and you can look around about the savings, the spending, workforce regulations, this, that, and the other. So I just wanted to bring this to your attention in case it was something that you were interested in. But now we have, ladies and gentlemen, the project that we came here actually to talk about, which of course is BitTenzer. Now, BitTenzer, of course, let's see what the description is actually written out about BitTenzer Tao. Now, we say Tao, T-A-O, but in the martial arts world, you know, Taoism is a big part of the martial arts mental cultivation. So, being that I am the Pendecker, I'm a martial artist, I pronounce it Tao with a D, as it is. That is the appropriate way to say it. But being that this is not the martial arts world, people will say Tao. But just FYI, it's actually pronounced Tao with a D. There's just so that you know. But we will call it Tao just for today. All right. So this is BitTenzer Tao, and right now it's at an extremely great price. I've been watching BitTenzer for a very long time, probably almost since its inception, and it usually hangs out around $700-800, ladies and gentlemen. So this is a wonderful um, price point to get in at. Not that we're really worried about price, because time in the market always beats trying to time the market. And remember, we're not gambling. We're not looking to buy low and sell high and get a 10 or 20x like a gambler. We are looking to buy these coins and to earn yield with them, so we don't have to sell our coins. And when we do get price appreciation, that will simply be gravy on top of the potatoes there, if you will. All right. But we're not looking to sell our coins per se, but it will appreciate in price. As a matter of fact, this is a coin that is built. A lot of people call this the Bitcoin of AI, because it is built exactly like Bitcoin in its own sense. And when you make a Bitcoin, all of that computation that it makes to create a Bitcoin actually goes to waste. But with BitTenzer, all of that compute power is actually used for machine learning. As it says here, what is BitTenzer? BitTenzer is an open source protocol that utilizes blockchain technology to create a decentralized machine learning network. This network enables machine learning models to train collaboratively and be rewarded in DAO coins or Tau coins according to the informational value they offer the collective. You guys can come back and read this for yourself over here on CoinGecko. Just type in TAO and you'll be able to find this. And BitTenzer Tau is indeed a proof of work coin, ladies and gentlemen, which means it can also be mined. But if you go over to taostats.io, you will see that you will be able to go over here and you will be able to connect your official Tau wallet on the Chrome browser. Now, there is a way that you can actually utilize this on your phone, because there are several other wallets that you can use, because Bittenzer kind of utilizes some of the Polkadot parachain technology. So you can use the Talisman wallet, you can use the Polkadot, official wallet, you can use Talisman if you wanted to use it in like a phone-like environment. And you can also use what I usually use, which is the Nova wallet, ladies and gentlemen. But here on the laptop today, we are going to use the official Chrome or Brave browser wallet, which is the Tau wallet, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see, there's my Pindecker AI wallet. And if you go to Tau Stats, what you can do is you can actually connect your wallet to this platform, and that will allow you to stake to the root validator, which and they actually call it root because they have a new update to Bittenzer, which is called Dynamic Tau, okay, or DTAU. And essentially what that does is, usually when you stake your Tau, you would stake it or you would delegate the responsibility of yield earning or farming. You would delegate that to a validator. And that validator will take, and he would manage your assets. He would manage the liquidity production for you, okay? Kind of like what we just saw over in AI16Z, that DAO over there, where that AI agent is actually managing your liquidity for you. That is pretty much what usually happens. But with what's happening here with Dynamic Tau is you can actually not bypass, if you will, the validator and actually stake directly to the subnets, thus acquiring the subnet token itself. And when you acquire the subnet token itself, there's almost an aspect of, I'm trying to explain this properly, ladies and gentlemen, but there's almost an aspect of going long or short on a subnet token, because when you swap your Bittensor Tau for a subnet token, you kind of believe in that subnet and you think that it'll probably appreciate in price, and you actually buy that token. And by buying that token, you are essentially in a staking like mode. And as the token appreciates in price, when you sell off the dividend of that token, that of course you will be selling it off back into Tau, and that of course gives you an increase in your holdings of Bittensor Tau. Right now it's at $322, and we all know that very, very soon this will appreciate into double, triple, and into the thousands of dollars. Okay, because this is pretty much known as the king of the AI projects. And if you look here at the subnets, you can see they have approximately 66 subnets that you can buy into. And there's 67, 68, 69, and 70 that are unknown right now. But they do have a spot, and at some point they will become known. But there are many good ones here. And then, of course, if you look at zero, that is the root, okay? And with the root, that's pretty much like a root validator, where you can get a sustainable APY or APR with your Bittensor Tau, but you can also move into these as well. So let's say you had a few hundred or a few $1,000s in root, and then you had one or two or three of the others. You can actually switch from what you have in root into the other subnets that you actually bought. Now I know what I'm saying is probably hard to visualize. So what I suggest that you guys do is you learn. You learn about bit tensile, and the first things first, first get yourself some bit tensile. And once you get bit tensile, learn how to stake your bit tensile. Learn how to accumulate more bit tensile. Don't be like a gambler where you're looking for a 10x and you sell off your coins. No, because these are long-term strategies. Remember, investors are unlike traders. It is a completely different mentality. It is a completely different behavior. We aren't looking to use anyone as exit liquidity. We are not even looking to consume or sell off, because if you sell your coins, you have nothing to earn yield with. And that's what we are all about as investors, utilizing the principle of compound interest for long-term strategies. And as a matter of fact, you may even be able to use your crypto to go into lending and borrowing protocols where you can take a collateralized loan against your crypto, thus giving yourself a loan to value score, which is pretty much the equivalent of what you would get in the fiat world where everybody's looking for credit. In crypto, you can actually give yourself your own credit line through collateralized loans, where you loan yourself the money and you pay yourself back at your leisure. So these are just some of the things that you can do in crypto. Thanks for being here on this wonderful Friday night, and continue to learn, continue to investigate, continue to believe in yourself, and cast aside all fear and doubt, and continue to build your empire. So this is the Pin Decker once again signing off. And as always, you know what we came here to do, ladies and gentlemen. We are here to get, to keep, and to hold, and to earn yield on our crypto.